You're tuning in from Arizona, from Colorado, from Poland. Yay! Hello, Minds. Hello, everyone. We're delighted to be here today, even from Boston. So we're going to start off, I think, with the Humours of Glendart, a lovely jig in D. If this is your first time joining us for this guided session, we're trying to keep things real mid-tempo. And, I've been really thinking about like optimal speeds and really thinking about how to serve the most amount of people. And I think really, putting the brakes on the pace is good for people who are newer players. But it's also a pretty rich experience to play tunes and to try to play them well and interestingly at a slow pace. So I have a metronome today, and I'm going to aim for the jigs around 84. We will probably go faster as we go along, but around there. So the Humours of Glendart, I'm going to type that in, and we're so glad to see you all today. So, yes, nice.
And we are looking forward. Now, one of the features of this session is periodically feeding our son snacks, so that you have that to look forward to as well.
All right, so here's a D.
Oh, we've never tuned before.
I know. We're really getting professional here. All right. A 1, 2. Here we go, everyone. Heartwarming to see you saying hello to each other, and thanks for saying hello to us. And we've been doing this for a few weeks now, Matt and I, trying to offer mid-tempo tunes at a time that is accessible to folks in a wide variety of areas. And this is like becoming a regular gang, and I think about you during the week.
It's true.
I am kind of relieved when I see you show up, and I know that you're well. In every way, I hope you are well, physically, and also just keeping up good spirits. It's so important to connect and to play music, so we're so glad that we can play some tunes with you today. So we're going to carry on with some polkas. I'm going to type them in.
Okay.
And as I'm typing these in, if anybody has a request for a reel, we've a lot of requests from last time that I'm going to try to get to. But if you've a reel that you'd like to hear with Sporting Paddy, maybe think about that. So
yeah. So how are you guys doing with how are your grocery stores going? That's kind of what I'm wondering. There was this one store that I used to go to all the time that's like a little farm stand. And I went there sort of at the beginning of the lockdown situation, and it was just like, it was crazy. It was crazy in there. I didn't feel safe, so I haven't been back. But now I'm kind of wondering. I kind of wonder if they haven't gotten their act together and I should go again. I don't know. Yeah. Clearly, I'm craving different things. What are we playing, Shannon?
We are going to play some polkas.
Yeah, but what are they?
O'Connor's polka in G.
Okay.
And John Ryan's
in
polka.
D.
Oh, yes. And John Ryan's now is for Tomas in Belgium.
Are you going to play the beginning of each tune?
Good idea. The first one.
Oh, yes.
The second one. Nice call on that one, Tomas. So here we go. 1, 2, G, then D.
Someone asking about strings. Oh man, now we're going. Okay, yeah. They are in fact. I think they're phosphor bronze. I mean, they're elixirs. They're the nano elixirs. The heavies, like the 13s. I can't. They're in a purple box.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good elixirs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to carry on with some reels. I saw the Ashplant come in first, and these are all great requests, and we will definitely get to them next time or the next time. We'll just keep trying to get to everybody's. So for Maria in Ireland, we'll play the Ashplant, and for Aaron in Arizona, we'll play Sporting Paddy. I'll write those in. And I'm writing these into the chat, folks.
Yeah. If you can't see them, they're. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Sure. Yeah. So strings.
Wow.
I should change them. I should change my strings. I know. My job is to keep the hits coming when Shannon types.
Nice.
Sometimes I do better than others.
Nicely done. All right.
Ashplant
E minor
and
A minor.
Yep.
So the first tune, commonly played single, also played double. We're going to play a double. It's so beautiful, double.
It's twice as good.
And then,
oh yeah.
Sporting Paddy. All right, so reels, I'm going to try. I know that these will sneak up a little bit, but I'm going to try, guys. I'm going to try around here, 63. What kind of strings do I use? I like them all, Harlow. Here we go. Right, Ashplant first. 1, 2. Boy, do we have any videos of us playing in sessions? I don't even know if we do. Like when we're playing in sessions, we're just busy playing in sessions and not filming it.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
What, aren't we great crack right here, right now?
Yeah, we wouldn't. I mean, nothing comes to mind unless, because, yeah, if we're both together, no one's filming.
But on that note, are you opening a beer?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. So we're opening a beer and we're toasting to our friend Tatter, who's tuning in from Norway. It's your birthday today, so let's sing happy birthday to Tatter.
In G. In G, but not in Norwegian.
Unfortunately, but we need to learn it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tatter. Happy birthday to you. In quarantine. So I believe that you often play this tune, and so we're gonna play it for you. I'll write it in, and it's the Kid on the Mountain. Great slip jig, great request. Kid on the Mountain in E minor. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 1. And if you want to know how to play an E minor,
What could you
Matt
possibly
has some
do?
really cool ideas up there, don't you?
Well, I definitely have some ideas.
Yeah.
I leave it to others to judge how they are. Yeah, Shannon's been letting me post guitar videos on her YouTube channel. So
It's awesome.
pretty sneaky.
Thank you for doing it. Here we go. Kid on the Mountain, and a very, very happy birthday, and wishing you many, many happy more. That was kind of a deconstructed beginning. I like it. 2, 3. I guess you're a bit of a sleuth yourself. You know what a
don't even
sleuth is?
No.
A sleuth is like a detective.
Yeah.
But that is very crazy cursive type in Nigel's book there. So some lovely requests here. We won't get to all of them today, but certainly I'll look through them. And I would love to do a Strathspey.
Strathspey in honor of the Irish Music Stories episode.
Yes, but I probably can't do one just today. I need to kind of make sure to do it right. So maybe we'll do some hornpipes, and if anybody has a waltz you're wanting to hear, let me know. Yes, you may have these. They're for you. So we're going to do the Harp and Shamrock for Studio KP. And we're going to do Paul Haypenny for Mary in Massachusetts.
Fantastic. And just before we do, so Harp and Shamrock is in G, but starts on a C. And I realized for the first time ever thinking about it, the Kid on the Mountain there. If this is going to get geeky for just a second, I usually tell people for E minor, assume that it's E Dorian, right? So you don't have the flatted 6, but that one actually does. It's in E natural minor because it's kind of in G, just starting. It has that C natural pretty prominently, so that's fascinating. Now, but that was then, and this is now, and now we're doing the Harp and Shamrock into Paul Haypenny.
That's right. Yeah. Also, don't learn that tune from my first time through because I missed a part, as Saul is pointing out, and as Matt pointed out.
Sorry about that.
No, it's good. We
five.
It's
real hard to count to 5. Like that's a lot of parts.
Okay.
Right. Harp first.
Let's do the harp first.
Okay.
And again, I'm really trying to be careful with the tempos here. Is the first one, and the second one is 1, 2, Harp and Shamrock. And the Harp and Shamrock was written by Pat Crowley. You know, that nice piano player who used to travel around with Mary Black. Maybe he still does. That really lovely guy.
Oh, okay.
He wrote it. All right. 1, 2. That's a great request. Really lovely tune. I should play that more often. And lots and lots of great waltz requests. Everybody, I'm going to add all these to the playlist. But I got to say, the one that just made my heart leap when I saw it come in was Dark Island. So this was my friend Sean Gannon's, one of his favorite tunes, and it's really great. Do you need something, Nige, before we play the Dark Island Waltz? You may have them, indeed.
You're using like all your snacks before the halfway point, bud.
Hey, it's okay.
All right.
I can eat my snacks whenever I want.
All right.
You can, indeed. It's your snack time.
Everybody out there, eat your snacks. If you need your snacks, eat them.
So Dark Island Waltz, I think it's a relatively new composition. But the funny thing is, so Sean would play this beautiful tune. So what key is it in?
I forget. Play it.
It's in D, but it starts on an A chord. So Sean used to tell everybody that this was a song his mom sang him to sleep with, and it was his granny's favorite song. This ancient ancient Connemara waltz. Turns out it was like the theme to a detective TV show. Which is awesome. And I don't doubt that his mom sang him to sleep with it, it doesn't make it untrue, but it also makes it just hilarious and great. So anyway, play this for Sean.
Okay.
Lovely request. I don't know what TV show it came from, and maybe it is an old traditional tune that they used as the theme song, but the whole thing is fun and funny. And every time I play it, I think of Sean Gannon and of George Keith, with whom I've played it many times, a great fiddle player, George Keith. And all these tunes, they have associations for me. People I learned them from, people I played them from, and I'll bet that some of these tunes that we're playing regularly, I will have an association of this time. And, it's not all bad to get a chance to connect with all of you.
I was just thinking about the Pole Halfpenny there when we were playing. I've got two connections because my most memorable time of playing that tune was with our friend Sam Amadon. We played a gig in somewhere in New Hampshire in a snowstorm, and just ridiculous with our friend Beth. So there was a little Colorado and a little Sam who I just saw on Instagram this morning doing a nice little live stream. So
nice. All right, we're going to do some jigs.
Good.
I already typed them in. We're going to do
God.
the Rakes of Clonmel, and that's for Maria in Ireland. And we're going to do Tatter Walsh for Colorado, for Lisa in Colorado. I think it's for Lisa who asked for it. And Nigel is listening to the sound of the sea in a small bowl. Sounds good. You ready for these tunes? So the first one is in A minor. Yes. Okay, so again, Shannon is going to be disciplined about her tempo. She's aiming for 84-ish for a jig for this nice, wonderful mid-tempo session, which is good for new people, newer players.
Good for everyone.
It's so good for me to really tuck in and try to make these tunes really beautiful, give every note its due. So the first one is that's the first tune, and then the second tune is lovely. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2. I think we already sped up, Matthew.
Oh,
we
yeah.
did. 1, 2. Okay, so I have to kind of scroll back.
We're scrolling.
And look at a couple of these requests. And also I have to remember, so we started this to serve our local community who normally comes to a once a month meetup where we play these tunes at a mid-tempo, the guided session, and we play off of a playlist. And we've been trying to accommodate requests from all over, but I realize we do need to also keep up with some of our guided session tunes. So we're going to play Donald Blue and Far From Home is what we're going to play. That's what we're going to play. But first we're going to play an offertory hymn. For folks.
Okay.
That's right. Will you give the spiel, and I will.
Absolutely. Well, so the guided session takes place, as she said, weekly at a place in Somerville, Mass. And the way it works is the venue isn't paying anyone, so there is an offering taken and in the midst of the proceedings. So the usually two people leading it will play a set of tunes, and someone will come around with the basket. We have a virtual basket in the form of some tip jar links up in the top, up in the description of this event. So if you are if you're gainfully employed and would like to throw a little something into the tip basket, much appreciated. If not, no worries. We are overjoyed that you're here.
Absolutely.
And
Okay.
We're gonna play.
Good. And I see somebody asking for a Vincent Broderick set. So we're gonna play another. Let's see. We're gonna play Horace Kane's Hornpipe, which is written by the great Jimmy Keane in Chicago. One of his most beautiful compositions, I think. We were asked for it a couple times. Daneska had asked for that. And then Jaden in Holland, you'd asked for the Baltimore Salute. So that is written by the wonderful Josie McDermott. Like Vincent Broderick, a flute player and a great composer of tunes. So we'll do those two to honor requests and also to give you thanks for tuning in. And yes, as Matt's saying, if you can chip in, we have a tip jar, in the chat thing, in the comments. In the notes, in the description.
That's what
Thank
we call it, a description.
We call it a description.
Yeah. And, okay. So Horace Keane's Hornpipe into the Baltimore Salute, which sounds naughty. Is it not giving someone the finger? No. Okay. Heaton, ladies and gentlemen.
Woohoo! I kept wanting to go into a Vincent Broderick tune called "Crock of Gold."
Oh,
there.
yes.
Never really saw
Could
the
see that happening.
two
Could see
between.
that happening.
Yeah.
Guitar sound. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad it's sounding good. It is a Martin, and it is a 00-1. So it's a smaller. It was their budget line back when I bought it. They don't make this one anymore, but I've bonded.
The owl has moved. Somebody noticed.
It flies around a bit. It's like the elf on the shelf.
Yeah, well, where the camera was set up today, it just made it look like I had ears with the owl. That's why I moved it. I styled the room a little bit because I really, this is our time to share with people, and I don't want anything, sort of distracting to get in the way of our hang. I'm looking here. Oh, man, so many great tunes that you're requesting. I love it. Okay, so we're going to play the Salamanca. How does the solemn wanker go again? Is that it?
That's the one, right?
I think that's the Salamanca. Let's do it anyway.
Yeah, go.
Okay, Salamanca maybe.
Salamanca, hopefully.
So D, and then for the Banshee. Pat, you're making a good set here. And G, and then those two.
Yeah.
Those two? Maybe don't. Yeah. Let's do those two.
Let's not get crazy now.
All right. Okay. Good. Salsas, that's it. Okay. Tempo, Shannon.
Metronome it.
Tempo.
Yep.
I'm going to try to hover around 63. We're warmed up, though, so it might go a little fast.
Yeah. Shannon, just in case you're wondering, Shannon is rocking an old school Franz plug-in metronome. So, that is... We got the signal path is analog, digital.
Like that? I'll start.
All right.
Good. I'm so glad. It's all you named the tune, but I think I wouldn't have gotten Sailor's Bonnet. Oh, how does that one go? But you said it was the third one in the Tarbolton set. So that helped me think of it. That whole time that we were playing the second tune, I was playing in my head through the Tarbolton trying to get to the third one. So that is, there is some power in learning a few of these kind of standard sets. It's kind of a way to organize and remember tunes. That being said, if you're stuck in playing the same tunes in the same sets, totally change it up. It's so great. There's a wide world out there.
We have a friend who did have T-shirts printed that said "Free the Tarbolton 3."
So we added the Sailor's Bonnet in D. Oops, I just put the apostrophe in the wrong place. Sorry.
Okay. There could be, we don't know. There could be a lot of sailors.
Okay, so somebody asked
bonnets.
for, speaking of the Bothy Band, who recorded those three tunes together, somebody asked for "Do You Love an Apple?" This is not my favorite song of all time, but...
Do you know, you don't know all the words, do you?
Right? We might play it in D.
Yeah.
Play it one more time. Yeah, and then maybe we'll try it in G, just for fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we'll try it in D one more time, and then... Yeah? Okay, but before we do, how do I think of how to start one tune while I'm playing another? That is a very good question. And part of it is just time on the mat, time doing that. A lot of time practicing playing by the seat of my pants. But also, guys, I made notes of tunes that you had requested from last time. And look, on my, you can't see it at all. It's totally white piece of paper. But on there, I wrote the first few notes of a few of these tunes, because otherwise I wouldn't remember how to start them. So there's no shame in saying, oh, E, A, A. That's how Sporting Paddy starts.
If I find, if I may, I am
Please.
much, much worse at this than Shannon. But if I set out, if I know where I'm going, it's much, much easier than if you're in the middle of things and then you're trying, all of a sudden, the last B section, you're like, oh, I should go into something else. What should I do? What should I do? That's very difficult. But if you set out at the beginning of a set, there is no shame in figuring out, we're going to play this one, then we're going to play this one, then we're going to play this one. And just knowing that in your head, it makes it much, much, much easier. And there's no, why wouldn't you do that?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So we're going to go A, D. The D is the downbeat. And then we're going to go... Yeah? It seems that Shannon can also read comments while playing. I mean, sort of. I made the type a little bit bigger, so now I can kind of see them. But sometimes they look not quite what you're actually writing, which is fun and funny for me. 1, 2, 3. Just each one once for the fun. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Classic arranging trick. If you're playing with some people doing a song and the singer wants to sing it in a key that the instrumentalists don't want to play in, you can always change keys for the interlude.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So lovely melody there.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't play it the way that I would sing it. It's got a simpler kind of a melody when you're singing the words, but when you're just playing them, I think you can kind of get away with adding a little filigree.
A little jazz. We do some real,
so we're going to end with some jigs.
Oh my gosh,
That's what's happening.
We will
Folks,
end
we
as
have
we
come,
began.
We will end as we began. It's a true pleasure and privilege to get a chance to connect with you guys during these Saturday sessions. So we're going to keep them going for now, because in Massachusetts here, we're going to be home for a good long time, and maybe some of you around the world. We hope you stay very, very safe. And really, if you have questions about the music, my website is Shannon Heaton Music, and there's a email.com. Yes, there's an Thank you.
Bye.
Yes, exactly. ShannonHeatonMusic.com. And you can, there's an email contact there. If you have questions about the music, maybe I can point you in the right direction or learn along with you. And yes.
If you want to really geek out on some of the finer points of web streaming stuff, I'm apparently deep into that right now. Do not ask Shannon about it.
No.
Do not address that to Shannon. But if you want to talk to me about it, I am more than happy to take comments, criticism, whatever. So. And
after this, Matt Heaton is going to. Wow, that's amazing, Nigel. You're really making amazing Lego creations. Matt Heaton is going to make a backing video about playing an A major.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
That's right.
So thanks for helping everybody out. So with that in mind, we're going to end with something in A major.
Oh, that's nice. I see what you did there.
Exactly. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to play The Rose and the Heather for Steve in Connecticut. Steve, if you're here, yay, and it's been really fun to communicate with you on my YouTube channel. So always so good to see you. And I'm sorry that we won't get to see each other at the Acadia Trad Fest. Big bummer. So The Rose and the Heather in D. And of course, there are no roses without thorns. There is no quarantine without a little setback, right? So we will finish with a tune for Anton in Russia. We will play The Mouse in the Kitchen.
Should we finish with like one after that?
No, that is what we were doing.
Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Right.
It's sweet. It's
it's a great tune.
Yes, I've heard it before, but I never really played it. I looked it up, oh, that one. And it was written by Colin Farrell. Lovely fiddle player, lovely guy. So we'll end with it, and it's a simple one, even though it's in A. There's no G sharps, so it's easy for the simple system flutes.
Pretty small range.
Yeah. And so thanks for joining us. We'll go out on a set of jigs. I'll type them in. And
so thank you for joining us, as we said, and you may have noticed there were some questions. We went ahead and scheduled a whole bunch of these. We're gonna keep doing it every Saturday
at least through June.
Yeah, at this time, at least through June. Who knows what the future brings, but you can pretty much, unless everyone's like, oh, we're all cured, we'll probably be here.
And wait, before we play. Before we play, I've got
Yeah.
this. I learned. I did some
my
homework. Oh my gosh. I wanted to thank each and every one of you. Well, not each and every.
This is
Okay,
gonna be
I wanted
good,
to thank you so much for joining us. So to our friends in Canada, Australia, and the US for joining us, thank you. And in France and French Canada, merci beaucoup. In Japan, we had somebody tuning in from Japan, which is quite a time difference. Arigato gozaimasu. And in Norway, tak skal du ha. In Poland, dziękuję. In Germany, dankeschön. In Italy, grazie. In Ireland, gramahagat. In Argentina, gracias. In Spain and Mexico, all the Spanish-speaking countries that are joining us. In Greece, Evcharisto. In Holland, danku. In Chinese, there's a Chinese friend who's tuning in, so sheshe. In Denmark, mangetak. In Serbia, hvala vam. And in Syria, shukran. And if I missed your language, please let me know so I can learn. So thank you so much. Kopkonak maknak ha, if anybody is tuning in from Thailand. And here we go, some jigs. A part, just play C sharp a bunch of times. And in the B part, just play B a bunch of times. Like that. That's all you need to do. Thanks so much, everybody. Hope to see you next week. Be so well.